here, please. Thank you. Welcome back to Dr. Stone Anime Review, episode number 34. We're here reviewing technically the 8th episode of the New World arc, which is also the 53rd episode series, Flicker of Doom. And this episode adapts from pretty much the rest of chapter 132 and goes through the entirety of chapters 133 and 134. Which means this is definite. We have only 4 chapters to be adapted for the whole entire arc. And it looks like it could be a possibility that this arc could be ending the very next episode, or we're going to stretch off one more episode. But that depends upon the anime. What happens this episode? Well, right after Yo got the Medusa device from the last episode, he ends up being turned to stone. Thanks to, Erebara basically saying, I think it was like 1 meter 5, it's like this keyword's like 1 meter 5 meters 2 seconds, I believe it is. Yes, so he activates it. And Yo is turned to stone and falls in the ocean. Though Erebara catches the thing and, of course, basically hands it off to another guy, which will get. And, of course, basically, then, the guy gets chased up the island. This is, of course, the big guy keeps claiming, miracle power. And then the thing that Erebara wanted to do, started last couple episodes. Basically, he had the guy go to the island, and he pretty much petrified the entire island. Everybody got petrified, except for Senku. He's the only one, thanks to some information he got from his archer. And, of course, we had this really interesting scene. Erebara basically thinks he's won because all people turn to stone. And it's he walks in, huh. And he comments about this pretty girl, he's she's so pretty, but she's so rock hard now. And then they walk past and of course he sees the master's son, Sitsue. And it's I remember that face. And apparently he comes from a family where a long line of people who remembers the 100 Tales, who remembers everything. But he doesn't do anything to him at all. And it's also unknown exactly how he got the scar in his head, because he didn't have it when he was a baby. He must have gotten that scar after he fled the island. Yeah, apparently it's what happened to his mom. Apparently his mom was actually killed while trying to save him. Okay. And then we see Erebara basically follows where we had people at the Kingdom of Silence pointing to a particular direction, where he follows tracks to the mobile lab. And that's where he meets Senku for the first time. As far as I can tell, these two have... Now, Senku has only seen this guy from a distance. He never has spoken before, ever. Erebara has never seen this man before. He just how the heck did you survive that? Good question. He also, he's basically calling things like sorcery, because he does not understand science until he's a complete idiot. But it's very interesting, the fact that he actually is the first bad guy to actually see the mobile lab. Yep, but this definitely was a really good episode. And of course, once again, we have characters who were just turned to stone just a few episodes ago. Oh, they've been petrified once again. In a case of Risu, the archer, Taiju, this is the third time they've been petrified in the entire series. At least Senku at this point is only petrified once. And I think overall the whole series, I think he's been petrified one other time aside from this, and that's been pretty much it for him. Even Suicune got petrified. That was the first time she ever been petrified. Yes, the cute little girl Suicune is turned to stone. I'm sure Sarah Winehoff is not happy with that, given the fact this is the character she voices. But love this episode. Do I think possibly this arc will happen next episode? It's a strong possibility. Though we could basically have out one more episode of this. It's possible. Yep, so yeah, that's it, particular view. Next up is a Comic Corner, and then it's on to Jujutsu Kaisen. And I did check before basically come out here if these episodes are released, because yes, today is Thanksgiving. So I did check, and yes, they definitely released. That's why I'm reviewing it now, okay? But to the next video, which is Comic Corner. Bye!